Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on November 7, 2022. US midterms. There's a sense of dread about America's future, and we should all worry. Trump news. Live. Trump makes mocking reference to Nancy Pelosi after husband violently attacked. The Independent, U.S. midterm election 2022 live, Trump dares Biden for 2024 U.S. presidential race, English News Live. CNN News 18, midterms 2022 live, Trump talked into delaying 2024 bid announcement by advisors. The Telegraph, Trump inches toward re-election bid while still facing legal jeopardy. Elon Musk tries to lure YouTube stars onto Twitter. The Guardian, get some investors. Elon Musk urged to buy Instagram and YouTube after sensational Twitter takeover by UFC veteran. Orthodox Church of Ukraine allows worshippers to celebrate Christmas on the 25th of December. Ukraine war. What are Iranian kamikaze drones and will the US send the deadly MQ-9 Reaper? Sky News, loitering munitions strikes Ukrainian gunboat, a first in naval warfare. Naval News, Russia-Ukraine war. Putin's Lancet kamikaze drones are now impossible to intercept and destroy. News 18, Russia-Ukraine war live. Kherson looted ahead of expected battle for city, Russian conscripts receiving little or no training, as it happened. The Guardian, drone strikes leave 4.5 meters Ukrainians without power, as Putin ally says Russia is fighting holy war against Satan. Fresh protests erupt in Iran's universities and Kurdish region. The Guardian, fresh protests erupt at Iranian universities, in Kurdish region. The Times of Israel, Iran's protests fuel ethnic tensions. Financial Times, Iranians defy crackdown with fresh protests, as president dismisses US vow to free Iran. The Guardian, vast majority of Iranian MPs demand rioters face eye for an eye justice. Apple, iPhone shipments delayed over China COVID lockdown. BBC, Apple warns iPhone shipments will be delayed due to COVID restrictions at Foxconn plant. The Guardian, Apple warns of iPhone shipment delays because of China lockdowns. Financial Times, Apple has slashed new iPhone production by 3 million, citing slowing demand. Forex Live, Apple cuts iPhone shipments outlook on China lockdowns. Super rich carbon investment emissions equivalent to whole of France. The Guardian, billionaires emit million times more greenhouse gases than others, report. NDTV, staggering revelation in study on carbon footprint of the world's richest. Boris Johnson to attack corrosive cynicism on net zero at COP27. The Guardian, Johnson warns against climate change, defeatism. Evening Standard, the big green question, can we risk growth? The Times, the rush to renewables risks putting Britain at a disadvantage. The Telegraph, Britain needs a plan for keeping the lights on. COP27, Rishi Sunak urges global push on clean growth. BBC, COP27, Sunak to tell world leaders there must be no backsliding on climate change. Evening Standard, Britain Sunak will urge leaders at COP27 to deliver on climate promises. France 24 English, editorial, Rishi Sunak is right to go, but COP27 must be more than an empty show. The Independent, why boosterish Boris Johnson could upstage low-key Rishi Sunak at COP27. Standoff as Italy stops male migrants from disembarking rescue ships. BBC, captain of rescue ship with 35 migrants refuses to leave Italian port. Euronews, Italy prevents dozens of migrants disembarking charity ship. The Times, Italy, authorities must urgently allow rescued people to disembark in Catania. Amnesty International, Italy blocks rescued migrants from landing and orders ship from port. Russia-Ukraine war live news, Zelenskiy warns of mass attacks on power grid, Kyiv mayor raises prospect of evacuations. The Guardian, Ukraine war, Kyiv mayor Klitschko warns of evacuations if power lost. BBC, Kyiv prepares to evacuate if power lost after missile attacks, BBC News. BBC News, occupied Kherson loses power, as Kyiv mayor urges residents to prepare for total blackouts. The Guardian, Ukraine news, live, Putin driving mobilized soldiers to death in war, says Zelenskiy. Putin tells Macron Hiroshima is proof, you don't have to launch nuclear strike on major city to win war. The Independent, don't need to hit major cities. Putin cites Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings in chat with Macron. Hindustan Times, in order to win. Putin makes chilling reference to Hiroshima, Nagasaki in chat with Macron. India Today, ex-KGB agent on Russian nuclear threats. Putin is not a suicide bomber. Business Insider, Vladimir Putin talked of Hiroshima nuclear bomb in chilling chat with Macron. COP27, historic moment as climate compensation to be discussed at UN talks for first time. Sky News, COP27 finance, will richer nations hand over the cash? BBC, world owes poorer countries a climate debt, but how to pay up? The Telegraph, rich countries need to dig deep on climate finance. Financial Times, there is no climate justice without climate finance. Twitter will ban impersonators, Elon Musk says, as users flock to take his name. The Guardian, Elon Musk bans Twitter accounts that impersonate others, as comedian falls victim to new rule. Sky News, Musk pledges to remove Twitter imposters after celebrity protests. Al Jazeera English, Musk announces Twitter accounts impersonating others will be permanently suspended. Daily Mail, Elon Musk adds Twitter rule after free speech hits too close to home. US midterms, Trump and Biden fire up voters as election looms. BBC, Donald Trump speech live, US midterm elections 2022, Trump campaigns for Senator Marco Rubio. CNN News 18, Democrats pin hopes on turnout to avoid midterm election rout. Financial Times, Biden, Trump to make final appeals ahead of crucial midterms. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.